Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about polling, adjustments, and why some people seem calm. So I got a message. A lot of commentators seem confident that Trump is going to lose, even though the polls say it's close. I'm asking you because you do better at explaining things, instead of just saying the polls are wrong, which seems like cope. Okay, so there are some people who are very, very confident the polls are wrong, and they have a basis for their beliefs. It's not all just cope. The polls were wrong in 2016. They were wrong in 2020. But it's more than that. After the polling predicted a Trump loss in 2016, a lot of pollsters adjusted their methodology and basically skewed the polls toward Trump to make up for his bizarre effect on some people. Then, in 2020, they predicted the right outcome, but many had Biden winning by a lot more than he did. They once again adjusted their methodology to skew more towards Trump. Those people who are very confident that the polls are wrong believe one of two things, or some may actually believe both. First is the belief that the pollsters have now overcompensated. They've skewed too much in Trump's direction. This could explain why he didn't do as well during the primaries as the polling said he should. It would also explain the weird gap between Trump and Kari Lake. The other idea is that Trump's poor handling of the pandemic, his claims about the election, January 6th, the effects of Roe, and losing a step or two over the years has diminished the Trump effect, or that unlikely voters will show up to keep him out of office. So, one is that the polling itself went too far in trying to adjust for him. It's literally the pollsters are doing their math wrong. The other is that pollsters can't do their math right through no fault of their own because now there's another thing driving people to the polls that is overriding their adjustments. Most people who believe one or both of those also tend to believe that Trump is no longer who he was in 2016. He's not some anti-establishment outsider, and in reality, he never was. He was always an establishment billionaire. But he put on a good show for a lot of people. There's a belief that more people have seen through him as time marched on. Personally, I have my doubts about the polling, but I'm not as sure as a lot of people. I also don't see the value in trying to give people what might be a false sense of security and saying, oh, Trump's definitely going to lose. That might encourage people to not show up. And regardless of whether or not Trump loses, there needs to be high voter turnout because of the down ballot races. It would also be nice to see Trumpism defeated at the polls in a big way. Remember that even if Trump loses, Trumpism will be around until it's defeated by a big enough margin to show right-wing politicians that it isn't a sound electoral strategy. So, there's the reason for the confidence of some. We'll find out if that confidence was justified soon. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.